Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett, and in this week's lesson called Color Families, we learned about hues. Hue is another word for color that artists use, and artists think about colors as being related like a family. We have warm colors like red, orange, and yellow. And we have cool colors like purple, blue, and green. And then we have the colors that are related to those warm and cool colors like yellow orange, red orange, and red violet for the warm colors. And for the cool colors, the colors that are related are blue violet, blue green, and yellow green. So we have reviewed the colors. I think the color is so beautiful and it shows us so much. But before we get started, I would like for you to brainstorm a list of items. And I want you to list items on one category that are red, orange, yellow, or brown. So think about what are warm color items. Things like the sun. What else could be warm? A red race car could be a warm color item. An orange flower would be a warm color item. A brown piece of wood would be a warm color item. So continue with your brainstorm on those items. I'll give you a minute. Pause your tape here. Great. Now that you've finished that list of brainstorming, let's make another list of brainstorming items. So we're going to make a list of things that are green, blue, violet, or cool gray. So let's see. I could think of like a gray cat could go in that category, or a purple ball, the blue sky, green grass. So I want you to go ahead and make a list of that. Pause your video here. Great. Now that you've made those two lists, you've got a really good idea of some things that we could add into our picture today. So what you're going to need for today's project, we're going to be painting. You could either use watercolor or you could use tempera paint. Either one is fine. If you don't have paint, that's okay too. Use your crayons or your markers. I just want to see you using color families in our lesson today. And I want you to create an area or a picture of an imaginary land. So that's one of the things I'm going to be looking for. I want to see warm and cool colors in your pictures, and I want it to be of an imaginary place. So go ahead and think about what you want your picture to look like. What kind of imaginary land could you come up with? Awesome. Then once you've got that done, you're going to get a piece of paper. I'm using an 11 by 17 sheet of paper, but as usual, if you're at home, use what you have available to you. I'm also going to be using a little bit of tape to secure my paper to the table. This is optional. You do not have to do that. You'll want a plate to mix your colors on, and then your paints. Remember I said you could use either tempera or you could use watercolor today. It's your choice. So go ahead. Oh, and you'll also need a water cup and a small brush and a bigger brush. Remember, the bigger brush is going to be to paint big areas, and the small brush is to paint small areas and add details back into our painting. Once you've gotten all your materials together, come back and we'll get started. All right, kiddos, I've taped my paper to the table and I've got my palette ready. I've added the primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and a little bit of black and some white. And I've brainstormed in my imaginary land. I'm going to paint a magical forest in the snow, kind of inspired by that snow day we had earlier this week. And I'm going to get started so you can watch me paint. Remember, I want you to use warm and cool colors in your picture. So once you've decided on that, we'll get started. Here we go. All right, kiddos, so I have finished my first layer of paint. I've done mostly cool colors, And I'm going to let this dry and then come back in with some warmer colors and my small brush and add more details into this work. So we'll come back once this painting's dry and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, kiddos, so the first layer of paint has dried. I'm going to come back in and add some warm colors and some more details to this, and I'm going to get started. Here we go. All right, kids, here is my completed Color Families project. I went back in and I added my warm colors and some more details. I think it came out really nice. I know yours are going to come out really nice too. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. Try your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. And have a great time. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.